The smell! The smell!
Sonic Mega Collection, a compilation of the Mega Drive Sonic games released for the GameCube in 2002. I thought it would be a good idea to go through each of these Sonic games, and where's a better place to start than the original Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog, a 2D platformer by Sega released for the Mega Drive in 1991. Sonic was Sega's answer to Nintendo's Mario, and gave the plumber a run for his money. Now I am a fan of the Sonic series, but I haven't played this one as much as Sonic 2 or 3. Will it hold up as good as those games, or is this the first bad Sonic game? It's Juice and Jam time! Sonic the Hedgehog, a 2D platformer developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega for the Sega Mega Drive. You play as Sonic as he runs through 6 different zones trying to stop the mad scientist, Dr. Ivor Robotnik, from turning cute animals into evil robots. The story, according to the manual, says only one tough dude can put an end to the demented scientist's evil fiendish scheme. But I don't remember being asked to do this, so it must be a typo and was meant to say there are 2 tough dudes, but one is probably busy. The manual also states that Sonic has power sneakers that give him his super speed. I didn't know that it was the shoes that made Sonic fast. I thought it was with training and eating Kellogg's Special K. Anyway, you run through each level avoiding the hazards and enemies as you try to reach the spinning sign at the end. Each zone consists of 3 different acts. That makes 18 levels all up. At the end of the 3rd act of each zone, you face off with Dr. Robotnik and one of his machines. You take him out and free the little animals in the capsule and continue chasing after him. Sonic has a very limited moveset. He can run left and right, jump, look up, duck, and roll into a ball. You can defeat enemies by jumping on them or rolling into them. Scattered around each level are rings. These are your health. If you collect 100 rings, Sonic will get an extra life. But if Sonic gets hit by an enemy or lands on some spikes, all of the rings he collected will scatter everywhere. You have a limited time to get back as many rings as you can before they disappear. If you get hit without any rings, you lose a life. If you have 50 rings or more when you reach the end of the level, there will be a large ring you can jump into that will take you to a special stage. There are also items inside of video monitors that help Sonic on his adventure. There's a super ring that gives you 10 rings, a shield that gives you an extra hit before losing all your rings, power sneakers, these will give Sonic an extra boost of speed for a short period, a 1-up, which gives Sonic an extra life, and invincibility, which will make Sonic invincible for a short time. As I said, there are 6 different zones with 3 acts each. Each zone has a set theme. You start off in Green Hill Zone, a greeny hilly zone that seems to be where Sonic and the little animals live. Marble Zone, a lava type zone with shifting islands and large falling spikes and weights. Spring Yard Zone, a fun zone full of springs and bumpers to bounce off. Labyrinth Zone, the worst zone in the game, underwater levels always suck. Starlight Zone, a twisty zone with loads of ramps to go up. And Scrap Brain Zone, an industrial zone with saws and falling platforms. All of these zones, apart from Labyrinth Zone, are pretty enjoyable. The problem with Labyrinth Zone is that you move so slow underwater, and it makes avoiding enemies and hazards almost impossible. You can't breathe underwater, but there are air bubbles Sonic can get that will stop him from drowning. Being a Sonic game, you have a desire to go fast through each level, but apart from Green Hill Zone, you can't really do that. I haven't played this game in a number of years, and when I started playing it for this video, I tried playing it like I do other Sonic games on the Mega Drive, and that was a bad idea. I was frustrated at going slow through the stages. Waiting for platforms to appear or travelling across lava on a block isn't what I want to do when I play a Sonic game. I died a lot and even got some game overs. I wasn't having a good time and even said out loud that this game is pants. But I started thinking about how I was playing it. I was playing this game like how I play Sonic 2 and 3, and I need to play this game like Sonic 1. I started to slow down and respect the level design, and once I did, I started having a really good time. I was enjoying exploring the levels and doing the platforming. Sure, there are some parts that felt unfair, like floors that fold in without any warning, or spinning platforms with a flamethrower at the end that you have to avoid, but most of the time it is a fun romp. But there was some things I didn't like. When Sonic gets hit, he bounces back so far. So many times I would jump into a platform and some spikes would pop up and hit me, making me fly all the way back to the bottom of a stage. Or I'd fall in some lava and it would make me fly into even more lava. Something else I didn't like was all the hidden enemies. Enemies hidden underground. Enemies hidden behind video monitors. Enemies hidden above you that you can't see. When you're trying to reach the end with 50 rings so you can enter the special stage, but an enemy you didn't know was there bursts out and you lose all your rings just isn't fair. Why do you hate me, Sonic Team? But there are many good things. The game looks very nice. Sonic looks good and there is a lot of detail in each level. And the music is great. Each zone has their own music. I would have liked it if each act had a different variation of the zone's theme, but it's not a big deal. Sonic also controls really well. Even playing with the GameCube's control stick, I still felt like I had good control of Sonic's movement. The only thing I didn't like about Sonic's controls is getting him to roll. You need to be moving to do a roll. This is something they fixed in the sequels with the introduction of the spin dash. But overall, Sonic's controls are tight, and I felt like any mistakes made was because of me. After you reach the end of Scrap Brain Zone, you face off with Dr. Robotnik in this weird squishy machine, patent pending. After a few hits, you defeat him and he tries to run off, but Sonic gives him one last hit as he tries to fly away, and Dr. Robotnik falls from the sky to his death, I assume, and Sonic runs home to Green Hill Zone, where all the little animals are waiting for him, and Sonic jumps out towards the player. If you didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds, Dr. Robotnik will appear juggling the emeralds you didn't get. To get the Chaos Emeralds, you need to enter the special stages. In these special stages, Sonic is always in a ball, and you need to navigate him through a maze to find the emerald, while avoiding the gold circles that will take you out of the stage. The stage spins, and the only thing you can do is jump and slightly control Sonic's direction with the control pad. You can change the direction of the rotation by hitting the circles with the R's on them, and you can change the speed of the rotation by hitting the circles that say up and down. I didn't really enjoy these special stages. There's a sort of luck element in getting the Chaos Emeralds, and I'm not known for having good luck, so getting the emeralds can be very frustrating. If you also get 50 rings in the special stages, you'll get a continue. If you beat Robotnik with all 6 Chaos Emeralds, you'll get the good ending, where these strange flowers grow. Even Sonic seems confused by it, and Robotnik will be jumping on end.
End.
Sonic the Hedgehog for the Mega Drive is a good fun game. It looks good, it sounds good, and it plays good. But the biggest problem with this game is it has sequels. Sonic 2 and 3 just improved on everything on this game. This game laid down the groundwork for Sonic and started a popular series with millions of fans. I definitely recommend playing this game. If you're a fan of the newer Sonic games or a fan of the classic titles, I think everyone should have a look at the game that started it all. Well, I gotta go dig a hole for legal reasons. I guess that's why they call me Captain Mound. Wait, what?